All right, hello everybody. It is Coach Talent, your coach of the Atlanta Braves, bringing to you UPBA Week 8. As you can tell, this is not our side of the battle. Shout out to Aquarius for sending their side of the battle. Really appreciate it. They got some fire stuff, as you can see here. A Jetpack Mew, shit. Uh, but obviously we ran into some issues. My file got corrupted. It's very unfortunate, but I promise that next week will be a live commentary. So, with that being said, hello, I'm Coach Talon, like I said, Coach of the Atlanta Braves, UPBA Week 8. We're taking on Aquarius and her Chicago Strength Saps. That's really all there is to say. I'm rocking with a squad of Halucha, Ndidi, Aegislash, Nidoking, Vaporeon, and Rotom Fan. They're rocking with Mew, Terrakion, Starmie, Diggersby, Registeel, and Rotom Heat. All very threatening mons. I brought my threats, as you can see. So let's just get into the match. It's been a while since we brought Darmanitan. I definitely need to bring Darmanitan again one day. But yeah, let's just get straight into it because I do not want to waste any more time. As we just jump into the match. So, deciding my lead, I was trying to think of what would be the best option for me, what would benefit me more, and I think Vaporeon overall was my safest lead here, as I am rocking Scald, Flip Turn, Wish, Protect. I believe it's either that or Wish Toxic, one of the two, and I ended up opting to lead off with my Vaporeon, as I can just Flip Turn out, no hesitation if I need to. The scariest matchup was Rotom Heat, or yeah, just Rotom Heat. I think I guess Mew could have been scary to potentially set up, but as you see, I do lead off with my girl Cordelia. So they lead off with their Starmie, and they fire off a Toxic immediately. And I think I just Flip Turn here. I don't think I hard swapped. I might have. I don't know what set I'm running. I played this match a good while ago. I hard swapped into Hexcalibur here as they go for a Toxic, which is actually really good for me, getting that little prediction right. I'm Scarfed Aegislash here, so this is kind of fire for me, because I will outspeed this thing. So I think the safest play for me would just be to click Shadow Claw. I think I wanted to click Coast Combat, expecting what's it called, Diggersby to come out, because that thing is part normal type, and that could be of a lot of issues. But as you can see, I just go for the bare Shadow Claw. Oh no, I went for the Iron Head. Iron Head was kind of middle ground, so I just went for Iron Head. My fault. So I go for some Iron Head shenanigans here. And after that, I have to switch because I'm locked in Iron Head and I can't be locked in Iron Head on a Rotom Heat. So I switch and I go into my Nidoking here, as Overheat does a fuck ton of damage. I was really not expecting it to do that much. But I'm Scarf Nidoking as well, so I'm not too concerned about it. I can really just click Earth Power / Sludge Wave. Really depends on what I'm feeling. I think I do opt to Sludge Wave here, since it is just the better move to go for in this scenario. Since she could have just stayed in, or they could have just stayed in and been fine and clicked Overheat again. As you see, Sludge Wave does over half here, so I'm more than content with clicking it again. If they want to bring out Registeel, that's completely fine by me. I'm not really too concerned about it. Sludge Wave is just the overall safest play for me to go for right now, since it's clearly a 2-hit KO. As Registeel does come out, not too concerned about it. Great play on their part. They think they opted double out, but I obviously clearly switch out, and I think I might go into Vaporeon here. I'm not really too sure exactly what I went into. It's all kind of a blur, but we get it done. As you're gonna see, I take a little bit to decide what I want to do here. As I do opt to switch out into my Vaporeon, as I expected. Seems like me, and they go on into Diggersby, and I kind of just click Scald here. I also think I gauge damage a little bit. No, I went for Protect to see what they wanted to lock themselves into, because Joyce Pendant Earthquake would have KO'd me, I believe. And I just wanted to make sure that I could gauge damage on whatever move they went for. So I do go for the Protect just to see what they lock themselves into, just to scout. They go for the U-turn, and I think I go for the Flip Turn here. Because, yes, I do have it, because I remember I switched out in first turn, because I was scared of some Thunderbolt shenanigans coming off from Life Orb, Starmie, Max Attack, Modest. So as they go for a U-turn, I figure out that they're banded, and that's of no concern to me. And I just quickly go for the flip turn here, stealthily, as one would say as well. Because it really is just the safest play overall. I know I'm not rocking Toxic because they have too many synchronized mons, and then like what is it called, Registeel. So I just go for the flip turn, get a little bit more damage off on the Starmie here, and I can just go into Aegislash here and be perfectly fine. And I think here I decide to go for the close combat with Aegislash, as you see. Oh wait, no, I went into U. I didn't remember this. I thought I went straight Aegislash. I go into my Rotom fan here, and I believe I just click Discharge. It's definitely one of the two for sure. Most likely Discharge. Discharge probably for sure. No, I actually went for Air Slash. Okay, I'm sorry. I played this game like a week ago. Don't mind me. But as you can see here, I don't have much of a switch into this thing. This thing like kind of just clicks buttons against my team. I go into Vaporeon though, and they Toxic and land, which is really unfortunate. I feel like every time I brought Vaporeon, they've been Toxic, and it's kind of not fun, personally, in my opinion. So, Toxic Chip is unfortunate. They opt to try and get up Stealth Rocks. I think I go for the Wish, and I kind of want to Wish into my Nidoking. I think that's what I go to do, because Heavy Slam shouldn't KO me. Which is really what I expected, and Seismic Toss shouldn't have either. So I was expecting them to be rocking Heavy Slam and Seismic Toss, but it was just clear that they go for the Earthquake every time. Here I'm calculating to see how much Heavy Slam and Seismic Toss actually do, just to be sure that I can switch into my Nidoking fairly safely. And I know that neither of them will kill. I think Seismic Toss would have, but Heavy Slam would have not. And they reveal that they have Earthquake, and so I just sacked my Nidoking for no reason, and I was kind of upset about that because Nidoking actually looked really, really nice for this match. So losing that was super, super unfortunate. It was a good check to a lot of things, so I'm very upset about losing that very early on. But I just go into my Rotom here, and I do the Defog as they get off another Toxic on one of my defensive Mons, which is really unfortunate because they're here to check Mons and stay healthy, so having Toxic is just really, really unfortunate and really unhelpful. I wish I did not I wish I was not Toxic. I can just say that much, as they just opt to get Stealth Rocks up again. And I think I go for the Discharge here because it does a little more damage, and hopefully I can get a pair and stop them from setting up Stealth Rocks, but I don't, unfortunate. They get up Stealth Rocks again, and I believe I go for a Discharge before I go for a Defog. I think I discharged and swapped, actually. That might have been my play, I'm not too sure. I'm not the brightest when it comes to these types of things. As they just go for Stealth Rocks again, I guess they expected me to Defog, but me being the Pokemon player I am, I just go for damage and I Defog. Or I discharge. And I don't even think I Defog here because Toxic Chip was scary. That did like a really a good chunk if you saw. And so they go into Hot Pockets, their Rotom, as I don't remember what I went into here. I think I might have. Oh no, I went for another Discharge. Yo, look at me. Look at me go. I'm kind of ballsy. No, but I do opt to switch here as Toxic Chip is like super, super racking up. Hopefully that later on I can click Plane Split. That would be really, really helpful for me. Because I know I'm rocking it. I think I'm Defog, Plane Split, Discharge, Air Slash again. As I go into Jeeves, and I make the biggest mistake I've ever made. I'm not Psychic Surge. I'm Inner Focus because I forgot I misgen my Indeedee, and which is really unfortunate because, like, let me tell you, when I say that Hawlucha Loki had a really good potential to sweep, Hawlucha had a really good potential to sweep. Okay, we are back. I'm so sorry about that. My dog was having some barking issues. We're very sorry, and let's continue on with the commentary. So, as I was saying, Indeedee does not have Psychic Surge, which is really unfortunate because with this team, Hawlucha has like some really nice sweeping potential if they can get to +2. So it was really upsetting knowing that I fucked up. So here, I don't know what they went for. I was not paying attention, but here I believe I just go for something. I clicked a button. I don't remember what button I clicked, if I'm being honest. I don't even remember my set. I clicked Dazzling Gleam. All right, do some nice little chip damage. We reveal that we're Life Orb or Life Orb Combine like we usually are. It is how it is. You know how it goes. As they just got, and I believe I let Indeedee go down. Oh no, I swapped. Look at me go. Into Excalibur. As I can just, you know, kind of bop this thing low-key. And, no, I expect to switch here, and I click Close Combat. This is where I reveal that I'm Scarfed. Because you can't hear them, but Aquarius saying that they they EV'd Rotom to outspeed Aegislash, max speed Aegislash. But I'm Scarfed, so I'm faster. So Uno reverse card essentially is what I'm saying here. And I'm like, this could really kill. This could kill. I'm not too sure. I don't know if I should just go for it or not. What's the play here? What's the play? They go for the Volt Switch, and I just go for the Close Combat again. And I take out the Rotom Heat. I'm so sorry, I burped. Again, sorry. I take out the Rotom Heat, which is actually kind of big. Because now they have a little bit of less answers to my my Aegislash here. And Aegislash, much as Hawlucha, has some really nice sweeping potential as well. So I'm not too concerned that Hawlucha is in the back kind of useless. I can still kind of pull this in with Aegislash if I play my cards correctly. Hawlucha isn't completely useless because I'm actually running a decent amount of speed on Hawlucha to outspeed potential Scarfed Talonflame. So we're going to see how that plays out for us. As I do withdraw, as I go into my Vaporeon here, and they go for a Nasty Plot, which I think is very, very gross. Who goes for Nasty Plots nowadays? Like, that's just not the wave. You know how it goes. Toxic Chip racks up, and they click Psychic, which is just a beautiful play on their part. I probably should have swapped, but I really couldn't. I was in a tough spot. I was losing them on either way at this point, and I needed to bring back an Aegislash. I needed to sack something to bring back an Aegislash to Shadow Claw here. Now part of me thinks I may have actually Iron Headed here. No, I Shadow Clawed. I remember this because I Shadow Clawed on the Registeel, and it did like jack shit. It did no kind of damage, as you will see right here. I go for the Shadow Claw, boom, some nice damage. We get a nice little crit, which you really do love to see. I love crits all the time, every day. And they go for an Earthquake here, as I think I just switch out on my Hawlucha expecting the Earthquake. I don't remember exactly what I did, if I'm being 100% honest with you. But I do believe that I go out into Hawlucha here. As like I said, Hawlucha is completely useless as long as I can play my cards correctly, and they go on to Big Kahuna. And they want to swap, but I believe that they just go for the Quick Attack. And I was like, I want to say you're Scarfed, but it blinked in my mind that earlier we figured out that they were banded. So it's kind of unfortunate that I did think that they were potentially Scarfed. So they go for a Quick Attack, does some damage. I go for an Acrobatics. I don't remember exactly what I expected to happen when I went for the Acrobatics. I think I expected to switch into like Starmie or Mew, which is really the big thing. So I do keep Hawlucha for later. I do kind of want to keep them around as they're stuck in a Quick Attack because I know they're banded. And so I freely bring out Aegislash, and I kind of just click Shadow Claw. It's really free against anything, as they choose to sack off Starmie here. So this was actually a play that I was really proud of, because they may be expecting me to sack off Hawlucha. I just realized. Okay, sorry about that again. I thought I had messed up my recording. Turns out I didn't. Anyways, so they bring back out Diggersby, as I Shadow Clawed into the Starmie, so they 100% know I'm Scarfed. Now, 2, they know that I have to switch here, and I do. I switch out into Jeeves, so I sack this thing off fairly easily, as I believe they go for the knockoff. They lock themselves in a knock, and I believe here I try going Hawlucha, you know, trying to be the smart Pokemon player I am, knowing that I can't really die to a knockoff, and if they do knock me off, I pop my Unburden. So if I'm smart, I went Hawlucha. Please tell me I'm smart. Please. I need this. Nope. Okay. I go into this. I don't know why. But I think I clicked Close Combat here. That's probably what I was doing. Think I probably should have gone into Hawlucha. Personally. As stance change happens, I go for Ironhead as the middle ground. Okay. Yeah, Hawlucha was definitely the play there. I don't know what I was thinking. I believe I still have it, at least. As they can really go for any move. I believe it was really just a game of getting in a spot where I could kill the Diggersby and get that out of the way so I can just lock myself into Shadow Claw. That was kind of my plan here. It's either that or kill the Mew, potentially try to bring the Mew out so that I could lock myself into, like, and kill the Mew so that I can lock myself into close combat and win the game that way. So it was really just a game of sacking back and forth because they needed to sack really Registeel and like even Terrakion potentially to, and like later on as you'll see, to keep themselves in a position where they could still have Mew and Diggersby at the same time. And then my Aegislash is broken at that point. Like, it doesn't work. As they overheat into Poltergust. Unfortunate, they have a Jetpack, which I always thought was kind of fire, as they go out into Registeel. And I believe I just discharge here. Like, there's no, no, I defogged. I don't know why I defogged. Probably to save Hawlucha from rocks. I think, yeah, I saved Hawlucha from rocks is essentially what the defog was for. And I go down to Toxic here. Very, very unfortunate, because they can just get Stealth Rocks back up again if they really choose to. So now I just really need Hawlucha to stay alive for right now, because I need to be able to 1v1 everything with Aegislash as they go for a Toxic here. Probably expecting me to, like, you know, kill them off or something like that, as I just go for the close combat. Very easy play for me to take out the Registeel. I'm very sorry. And so now they go out into their Mew. And this, I was kind of hoping that they would bring out the Diggersby and quick attack. That, like, would have been super ideal for me personally. But no, they bring out Mew and it's a hassle. So I click close combat. Why did I click close combat? I think, no, close combat did more than acrobatics did because I still had my item. So that's why I clicked close combat. I remember I wanted to get the most damage off as possible. And so here I go out into Aegislash, and I'm forced to lock myself in an Iron Head to get the most residual damage as possible. Ooh, I can't speak today. I need as much damage on anything as I can. I need to be able to hit this thing really hard, and I potentially could get the crit with Iron Head. Or the flinch, I mean. So Iron Head pops off, no flinch, and overheat lands, and that is going to be the game. Very great game to Aquarius here. GG, you played an amazing game. We are going to fall 3-0, unfortunately, but that is just how the tables turn this time around. It's not a super big deal. I'm not too worried about it, because you know what that means. Since my chances of playoffs are slimmer than ever, that means memes. Yes, we're going to be bringing memes for the rest of the season. Why? Because I've never brought memes. And I really want to. I really want to see the things that I could conjure up with my little brain. I have definitely a couple ideas in mind for the later weeks, but you will have to see that next week. I've already have an idea of them on for next week, so not going to reveal that. But with that being said, I'm going to get up and out of here. I'm Coach Talon, your coach of the Atlanta Braves, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.